all willing to suspend our disbelief for movies to a certain extent, but these ones push the limit way too far. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 ridiculous movie plots.
No.
Yeah. We're going with you.
Listen to me. We're all that's left. Someone's gotta live. Somebody's gotta make it.
For this list, we're looking at those movies whose plots were so ridiculous and outlandish that we can't help but laugh at their unintentional hilarity. We're excluding B movies like Sharknado, as their plots seem to be intentionally terrible.
Those sharks.
Number 10. Soul Man.
To be honest, I just couldn't help murmuring my approval of your opening remarks.
In what is perhaps one of the most racist movies ever made, Soul Man was intended to be a comedic film, but no one was laughing after reading the abysmal plot summary.
It doesn't matter, I still had no right to take that scholarship.
Focusing on a privileged white teenager whose father refuses to pay his way through Harvard, our protagonist is forced to dress up as an African American in order to net himself a scholarship.
Daddy, did I tell you Mark's going to Harvard Law School on scholarship?
Needless to say, the movie is filled with racist situations, but the idea of C. Thomas Howell in blackface alone is likely enough to offend damn near anyone.
Go get my heroin and my hypodermic needle, bitch. Give me some more watermelon while you're at it.
Number 9. Face Off.
You good looking. You're hot.
Sure, it's an adrenaline-packed train ride of action, but Face Off has possibly one of the most confusing and outlandish plots in movie history.
It's like looking in a mirror, only not.
In it, an FBI agent undergoes your everyday garden variety face transplant, swapping visages with a terrorist in order to obtain information from his brother.
I don't know what I hate wearing worse, your face or your body.
Meanwhile, the terrorist has stolen the agent's face, as terrorists are wont to do, and ruins his personal life.
I'd like to take his face off.
Like we said, it's confusing. But what's even more ridiculous is the idea that John Travolta's wife doesn't notice when her husband comes home with the body of Nick Cage. Hey honey, did you get a haircut? Also, your chest, shoulders, skin tone, muscle mass, and penis are all different.
I feel so close to you.
Number 8. Joe's Apartment.
Welcome to Joe's Apartment.
With a tagline like sex, bugs, rock and roll, you should already know that we're not exactly in Shakespeare territory here.
God damn you little sons of bitches! Get the hell out of my apartment!
When a man relocates to New York and is short on cash, he moves into a rundown, low-rent apartment, which is infested with singing, dancing, and partying cockroaches.
A true cockroach never gives up!
They soon become Joe's best friends, effectively creeping out both his companions and the audience watching the movie. While it may sound stupid on paper, it's even worse on screen.
Sorry about what happened in my apartment. My friends are sorry too.
Friends. I never thought I'd say this, but they're actually kind of sweet. They must like you a lot.
Number 7. Jack Frost.
Hey. Mom, it's the snowman. I saw it. Terrific job. No, Mom, he's alive.
When a semi-neglectful father dies in a car accident, his spirit is transferred into the body of a snowman thanks to a magical harmonica, and he's allowed a second chance to bond with his son.
If you ever need me, I'll be right here.
It's amazing that no one really cares as much as they should that a snowman is walking, talking, and throwing snowballs. But then again, with a story like that, it's best not to think too much about it.
Snowball fight? You pick the one area where you don't want to mess with me, and that's snow.
While it's meant to be a heartwarming family comedy, we can't help but be flabbergasted that this even made it past the studio pitch. But fortunately, spring's coming.
Who said that?
I did. You little baggy pants snowpunk.
Number 6. Super Babies, Baby Geniuses 2.
Looks like someone's in love.
Listen to that title. No, really, listen to it. Is that a pack of words that says excellent story to you? If a group of walking, talking genius babies who thwart a media mogul's plan to brainwash the world's population sounds like a good story, then yes it is.
Night-night.
Okay, we bought some time, now what?
Also, if that sounds like a film worth seeing to you, then hand in your movie watching card and go home, because you're drunk.
Playtime is over. Kahuna's right. We've got to start believing in ourselves.
Often regarded as one of the worst movies ever, Super Babies holds the rarely seen 0% Rotten Tomatoes rating. And it's not hard to see why.
It's too late. Thanks to the power of your own uplink, I can bounce the mind control pulse of the Telespace 3000 satellite right from here. It's so convenient. If I didn't hate you so much, I would thank you.
Number 5. The Happening.
They're dying!
I need a second.
Another bust from the hit-or-miss M. Night Shyamalan. The Happening is a thinly veiled pro-environmentalism film disguised as a horror story.
Global warming.
Temperature goes up a fraction of a degree, makes them disoriented. Maybe.
When plants decide that humans have done enough damage to the Earth, they release a toxin into the air that makes people kill themselves.
Please tell us what to do!
I need a second, okay? Why can't anybody give me a goddamn second?
Even the idea of shrubbery conspiring to release a suicide toxin is enough to make any filmgoer chuckle. And as a bonus, it also features Mark Wahlberg pleading with a houseplant.
My name is Elliot Moore. I'm just going to talk in a very positive manner, giving off good vibes.
Panned by critics, The Happening only added to Shyamalan's spotty track record.
To be perfectly honest, this was an act of nature, and we'll never fully understand it.
Number 4. White Chicks.
Sure this is gonna work. Just trust me. Follow my lead.
It's clear that Hollywood loves a good blackface story. But in this film starring the Wayans brothers, the roles are reversed, as 2 black FBI agents dress as white women to thwart a kidnapping plot.
What are you gonna wear?
This?
We can only assume that the screenwriters, all 6 of them, thought that tough black men posing as 2 preppy white girls would be funny, but it just doesn't work. The makeup is horrific, making the girls look like wax sculptures, which somehow still dupes other characters and gives the rest of us strange, unfamiliar feelings. Also, racism.
Did you know oysters are an aphrodisiac? Oh, sorry. Oh, tongue is kind of big.
Number 3. Weekend at Bernie's. Another movie with insanely stupid and unobservant characters. This story really stretches the imagination of moviegoers, even those who just came in for a simple laugh.
All I'm saying is, why don't we just pretend he didn't die? Just for a bit.
2 insurance salesmen discover their boss has died, but have to keep up a charade that he's alive for an entire weekend.
We'll see you later, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, ladies. We'll see you later.
You'd think the decomposition and smell would clear that beach house out pretty fast. But this is a movie where even the dead guy gets lucky. Even as a harmless comedy, Weekend at Bernie's makes 0 sense.
Did everything go okay up there?
Never been better.
Number 2. Air Bud.
Air Bud!
We don't like degrading children's movies, but there are good stories and bad stories. And frankly, this film deserved all the raised eyebrows it received.
Let it go, buddy.
Come on, bring it up. Bring it up. Give me the ball.
When your story follows a golden retriever who becomes a star basketball player, you're bound to incite some snickers.
Will somebody cover the dog?
And not the delicious chocolatey kind either. The idea of a dog being officially allowed to play basketball is ridiculous enough. But the movie takes it one step further by making him a natural all-star. Sure, it's a cute dog, but this is one story that should have been shelved. Or at least it should have starred a Jack Russell.
Case closed. Thank God.
Before we go full crazy and look at our most ridiculous plot, Here are a few honorable mentions.
Mrs. Proxmire, it is my honor to introduce to you Kawanakapi, the chief Udabaji of the Shelmikidmu people.
Go now. All right, Hank, got some cheese, bud. Got some big, stinky cheese.
Our wings.
That's really profound, Howard. Could you find the toolbox?
Yeah, I know why you want a toolbox. You got a screw loose.
I have had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane.
Number 1. Jaws: The Revenge.
What?
Apparently taking a cue from Steven Spielberg, who made limited use of the shark in the original Jaws, the makers of this sequel made limited use of logic.
First time's the best for everything. After that, you know too much and nothing's ever quite the same.
Remember Brody, from the first movie? Well, the shark does, somehow, despite being a completely different shark.
I guess that's bad.
Depends on your point of view.
So upset is this shark at the Brody family that it swims from New York to the Bahamas, in 3 days we might add, in order to exact its revenge.
Michael, we got a rare bird here, you know that? Huh? Great white don't come down to the Bahamas. Never.
While the idea of a vengeful shark is in itself extraordinarily stupid, so is the idea of one recognizing a human in the first place.
Just take it easy, will you?
Way to ruin a franchise, guys. Do you agree with our list?
Oh, yeah!
What ridiculous movie plot do you find hilarious?
Would you like some sausage? Daddy, would you like some sausages?
For more funny top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Turn there, baby, get off your asses. Party time!